Good morning, friends. It's a beautiful August morning. It's finally gotten a little cooler here. It's been so hot here in Ontario, and we're in a really bad drought. But the goldenrod is absolutely beautiful, and the sky is blue. Considering there's a lot of wildfires around, it's kind of surprising that the sky is so blue. It's just amazing to think about how there's such severe flooding in some places and then such severe drought in others. And my guidance is just telling me that we're undergoing huge changes individually, and so is the earth, and our individual changes may be more internal as we raise our frequencies, or as our frequencies raise. We can do that consciously, but it's happening whether we're aware of it or not. It's an evolutionary process that we're going through. And so I just love the shape of this wonderful plant. So the earth is undergoing a huge evolutionary leap, and so is humanity. And many people are, awakened to that and working on bringing the process forward for themselves through meditation and energetic practices. And others who aren't really into that or paying attention to that kind of thing are still undergoing changes as well. And it's an awakening as we are riding the changes that our planet is going through. And we're within it, and it feels important to not hold on. It's hard, of course, to too much, to be fluid. To be fluid with the changes. There's a wonderful wild bee. We used to be beekeepers, but last year the bees flew away, and they could tell, I think, that we didn't really want to do it anymore. It's a lot of work, and we are in the process of creating a simpler life. So we're looking for doing less and being more. How about that? Anyway, we're undergoing this evolutionary process with the earth, and we're seeing a lot of changes and things going on in the outer world. And I wanted to talk about this feeling of rage that many of us find ourselves in when looking at what some of the world leaders are doing. The cruelty is astounding. And I know I talk about bringing ourselves into a state of love over and over again, and I still know that is very important for our own well-being to do that, and for the health of our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies. But I cannot discount this feeling of rage that I feel inside and looking in so many different directions of things happening in the world. It's everywhere. It's outrageous what's going on, what these world leaders are doing, and how little they care about humanity and nature, the earth. It's like they don't know they're alive. They're breathing air. They're drinking water. They need that to live. And it's like they don't even realize it. I feel like they're dead inside. And they just want to they just want cruelty is what they thrive on. It's disgusting. So what do we do with this rage? And I have been, you know how I talk about sending love out there in the world? Well, I've been sending my rage out there in the world. And I'm envisioning a tsunami of rage going forth from all of us to people that are perpetuating and perpetrating actions of cruelty out in the world. And this rage, it's like the feeling of protecting the innocent. It's like a mother lioness protecting her babies. A mother bear protecting her cubs. A parent protecting their child. Protecting the earth. Protecting one another. Protecting the innocent. So what's actually pushing the rage forward is love. And it's outrageous what these people are doing. And I think at this point, sending love out into that darkness, they have no receptors for it. It almost is like it gets absorbed into the darkness. But when I feel myself and see my inner eye sending out rage, it's like a roar. And it's a force of energy not to be reckoned with. And I see it toppling people. And this is with the caveat of doing no harm. But it's with then kind of an intention that their actions will not come to fruition. Their actions will dissipate, will fall apart. They can't make connections that they need to perpetrate more of their anti-life agenda, even though they hide behind being pro-life, which of course is a big joke. None of these people are pro-life. So that's what I'm doing. That's what's coming out of me these days. Is sending out and envisioning a tsunami of rage, wiping out what's going on, what Israel is perpetrating, what the people in the current administration of the United States are perpetrating, what so-called religious leaders in this evangelical movement are perpetrating. They hate women, they hate children. They would never admit it, but all of their actions indicate that that is how they feel. And they really have no power. We have to remember that. There's more of us than them. And so if you feel interested in exploring, instead of just sitting with the feelings of rage, instead of screaming into pillows, send it out to those areas and to that force of energy of cruelty that's being sent out by others. Again, not with the intention of doing harm to them, although some people may feel like they want that to happen. I can't do that personally, but pushing back at the energy that they are putting out there. There's a great deal of power in the energy of our anger. And so that's something to contemplate on and to consider if it feels right within you. Again, it feels like a roar, and it's coming out of my heart. So moving on, it feels very important to ground, to send our energy down into the earth, to send love into the earth, to send love to one another, to send love to those people who are experiencing the results of the cruelty, love and comfort. This is all energy work that we're able to do. So if you feel powerless, you're not. You're not powerless. Especially when we come together. Whether we're together in person or just in our own little worlds, doing what we do, we are joining with others, whether we realize it or not, when we're sending out our rage or sending out our love. In fact, it feels good to me to follow up the Tsunami of Rage with the embrace of love. To those who are in need. And yes, to connect with the earth in whatever way we can. Look at these poor little trees. They're so parched. I have been also connecting with the rocks underground and asking them to secrete water so that it can come up to nurture and nourish all these beautiful trees that are so thirsty. It's really kind of heartbreaking. So there's either not enough water or too much water as the earth is shifting. And so I'm just scanning inside to see if there's another message. Take in this beautiful green. Send love into the earth. Send a little bit of your energy down into the earth. It's my understanding that the earth, as a sentient being, recognizes our energy signatures. And if you think about having lived other lifetimes on this planet, our soul essence is what the earth recognizes. And I feel that she really appreciates our energy, our love for her, and that the energy work we do is very helpful to the earth as she moves through changes. Now we're seeing floods, drought, fires, earthquakes, volcanoes, tidal waves. We're riding the wild surf. And the earth appreciates our conscious attention on her. And we must remember also the earth has gone through so many changes. Ice ages, thaws. The earth will be fine. And we need to awaken more and more fully to our collaboration with the earth and our impact. For example, I've been in the last many months, I've been really aware of water and the sacredness of water. Well, it's kind of interesting that we're in a drought now, and really appreciating that I can turn on my faucet and water's coming out, and being careful with that usage, and blessing the water, and living in gratitude for the water. That's just where I'm at. So we need to know that when we do this focusing on energy and sending energy out, that we are gathering with other people who are doing the same. We're not alone. We are coming into losing that feeling of separation. We are coming into unity consciousness. That is our trajectory. And it's not just with one another, but it's with all of the nature on this planet. And so that is also something to contemplate. We may be at the very beginning of that understanding or awareness, and I think that probably many of you listening to this already feel that connection and are consciously nurturing it to become more and more fully into your experience. And so that's another daily contemplation of mine, which when I remember to tune into that feeling of oneness with all that is, it can be quite elusive for some of us who were born into we've all been born into the feeling of separation. Oneness is not something that is taught to children in schools. So it's an experience, and it's a choice. It's a choice that I'm choosing and working with my own guides and angels, presences that are not in the physical, asking them to remind me to remember to feel into my own oneness and connection with all of life, even on a galactic and multidimensional level. So I guess that might just be all I have to say at this time. So thank you for watching this. My glasses are crooked. And please, if you want to subscribe to this channel or like this video. You know, as you know, helps to grow the algorithm. I know I'm not the most prolific sharer of information lately, but I do my best. Okay, much love to you. If you have anything you'd like me to look into, if you have any questions, you'd like my guides to look into, please put it in the comments below. Okay? Thank you so much. Much love to you.